62 years ago this week, Shemana Shlichus, pioneer of Shlichus, Shah, we'll ask my mother to say something.
You know, years ago, when I was a young mother and I had children, they had to listen to me. Things have turned around, and I don't have to listen to my children. And so I'm speaking because my son asked me to. Baruch Hashem, we had the big schus to go on Shlichus 62 years ago, and I must say that the word Mesiras Nefesh absolutely does not belong in our lexicon, because I think it would have taken more Mesiras Nefesh not to go on Shlichus than to go on Shlichus. Wow. And as a Kala, I wrote into the Rebbe 3 times, send us wherever you want, send us wherever you want. And that's what happened. We had no idea where we were going. One day, Rabbi Chadakov said to my husband, "No, the first in Italia. If you want to know where you're going to Italy." He calls me up. I was at home with my parents, and he tells me this conversation, which was, by the way, it wasn't a planned conversation. I tell my father, the Rebbe sending us to Italy. I mean, tell us that was like going to the Congo or to the moon. And my father says, "Volksgesundheit." I'll go get a rise out of my mother. I go and think, "Ma, the Rebbe sending us to Italy. The Rebbe shipped this one." That was my parents. So you see, I had to take that at all. Anyway, because my husband was stateless, we didn't have a visa for Italy. We had to go through Paris, to France, and there Rabbi Yerodetsky was going to make him get him a visa for Italy. So of course we were there together with Gan Salem, and that Shabbos, I don't have to describe to you what that Shabbos was like. I was in my room, my husband comes back after the Fabrengen, and I veined. He's crying. I said, "Why are you crying?" He says, if I have to think, I'll say it straight in English without going from the Yiddish to English each time. A time will come, and I will go every month to the Rebbe. Now this is 1958, when flying overseas was not the common thing. And I said to him, "Why should you want something that's impossible?" Well, my dear friends, my husband doesn't know what the word impossible means. First of all, Shulchan Rolata come back once in 2 years. He went back every year. He had an excuse. It's papers, schnapers. He always had an excuse. And that didn't take more than 10 years, and he started to go to New York every month. And I had no problem with him going to New York, but I did have a problem. I was afraid that I would be makpid on him. He was running around so much. So I said, if we're going to lose the shlichus because of this, I'm going to be very upset. So anytime, as soon as we come to New York, he would call me up. He saw the Rebbe, and the Rebbe went like this, or he went like that. He would tell me how the Rebbe reacted to this. I said, "Okay, good." So I don't know. And then, just to finish it off, when my son Levi was ready after Bar Mitzvah, he must have been 40 years old, my husband always went for Chafov. Chafov was the best time for him. First of all, in 1 week, you had the possibility of the Chidus, the Rebbe davened by the Amid Chafov. The Shabbos after Chafov was always Shabbos and Baruch. It was a great week. Plus, in Italy, it was vacation time, so people didn't feel so much that he was gone, which was also a good idea, because they couldn't understand this, a rabbi running around like this so much. But in any case, when they came back, my husband says to my son, "Levi, you tell mommy, because if I'll tell her, she won't believe me." What happened was, after the Chof of Fabrengen, the two of them, Levi and my husband, went up to the Ganei Natachten, right outside the Rebbe. And when the Rebbe came up from the Fabrengen into the Ganei Natachten, he saw the two of them standing in a corner, and the Rebbe says to my husband, "Adain for kommen. Thanks for coming."
Wow, wow.